Hello guys and welcome to a new analyze video. Today we analyze ADC and we analyze the best SP player in the world with over 2k LP on Super Chinese server. On this lane he goes Doran's Blade. It's like fine to go Doran's Blade here. So you can just go, or you can even go with the new item build what we currently play. You can go Longsword first. It's like also really good. And what he should do is like contesting the minions as much as possible and just stack it like Conqueror and stack your passive. So he just doing it. We can see you have a lot of Conqueror stack and a lot of Q stacks, and he's dead. And yeah, that's kinda bad for him, but it's like Crash got something, Kaiser's not dead because no board. If Crash would ward there, maybe Kaiser would be dead too. And he goes back to lane. And now what he should do is like slow push the wave slow as possible, because Kaiser wants to base. If he sees Kaiser basing, then he should hard push, and that's the thing of how he plays. Slow push. Why not hard pushing first? If you hard push now and Kaiser stays, she can farm on the turret, right? If you slow push, this will be a big wave, and we could dive with the Rex on bot side if Kaiser stays, right? So this is like way better. And if Rek'Sai don't want to gank bot lane, dive bot lane, but it can be an option. He can just dive by himself, or getting some one plate, or getting some Harris and deny some minions. Now he should play the next wave fast as possible. He gets some HP from here. I don't think it's good. He loses like he lost like 1 minion, but the problem is like he just give away some minion pressure, and he just wants to build one more. That's fine. And now what he should do is like play the wave slow as possible. So why slow as possible? Because you want to build around bushes. So this means if you have the minions here, Crash can hook on the turret, but we just get a poke, okay? But if we build the wave around the bushes, what he does right now, he can always find the all-in with him. So the next step, what he should do is like get him to this, okay? And if Kaiser says this angle, he can Q. If Kaiser says this angle, Crash can impact. If Kaiser stays like really bad and wants to impact this, Crash can impact that. So it's like better for, that's like way better for Ezreal to play as slow as possible. He Qs. The good thing what I see on his gameplay, he knows the perfect range of Ezreal Qs, so he always hits the Qs. And why he tries to trade here is really simple, because if he trades here, we get a better all-in if he hooks, right? And now after the hook, he misses one wave, the Kaiser. That's why you want to trade in this specific lane. Not like over time trades, because Yumi can like sustain it up. But you want to make it like a good trade, and then, oh, that was close. It was really close. But you want to take some good trades, so you just get all in. If the enemy is like full life, it's so incredibly hard to get all in off. But the thing is, like, if you got a good trade, you will get 100% the kill if Thresh gets a hook. Now we know the wave is bouncing towards us, right? The wave is like coming slowly to us. And what the thing about like coming slowly to us is like, if we hold the wave around our bushes, we will win this hard. So Kaiser's mission is here to hard push the wave and creating a bouncer back to them, because they're safer. Okay. So that is like the importance of this lane. And what Ezreal should do is like play the wave slow as possible, like perfect CS. So the wave is like bouncing back but slow as possible, so he have more windows to punish the enemy. Perfectly CS. Like, I don't like that he queued the minion which wasn't focused from turret. He should play like legit perfect CS. That is not a perfect CS. He shouldn't look for stacks, because if he queues, the wave will be much faster, and we don't want it much faster, because we want to stay in our territory, right? To have like good impact, build wave around bushes. But if he plays the wave like faster, that will not help him to like punish more, because you can see the second wave is arriving, and the wave is already really fast. It's too fast. So this means he cannot deny really much minions. He can just deny some minions, and he wants to deny all minions. So he should play the wave slow as possible, perfect CS, and just zone enemy XP. Like Trash goes here, he goes here. Kaiser needs to call, let's say, Nocturne, and if Nocturne not coming, Kaiser cannot W because like Ezreal can block the W one, and if Yumi Qs, he can just hide behind melee minions. So this is like hardcore winning for Ezreal if he just would like perfect CS and just zone enemies. Because if Nocturne comes bot, Rexa is winning map, and Nocturne lane gang is not that great, and Nocturne needs like 6 to have like good impact. And now you can just see it's like not the best, you know, because on this lane, if Trash plays Lantern, and enemy have like no chance to do anything with a Nocturne jungle without any setup on bot side. So this wave is way too fast played, way too fast. He gets some plates, that's good thing. Nocturne got like an overload gank on top side, that's also great for enemies. But what is he like currently doing is like, okay, he just wants to create some pressure. He wants to keep his Qs up. He wants to hit Qs enemy. He wants to get some stacks. And again, he plays the wave again too fast. If this Trash would be a Karma, 100%, I see the point. But the Trash impact, it's the problem with Trash is like why Trash is not that really great under turret. Like Blitzcrank can be really good under turret if he just goes like if Blitzcrank goes here, okay? Let's say Blitzcrank goes here, one of the strategies, and Ezreal just hacks here. Enemy can't stay here, and if enemy stays here, Ezreal just queues, you know. And if enemy is just going on Ezreal, Blitzcrank can come up and just winning, right? But the problem here is with Trash is like his Q is like really slow and really easy to dodge, and that's one of the biggest problems here. And you can just see that if enemy use like if we use any cooldowns like Crash or Crash E, enemy can be really aggressive, and the LPL players on like the super Chinese players are really good mechanical wise, so they know the limits pretty well, when to die, when not to die. So finally, Rexa comes to bot lane, and now we have the winning, like I said before. Now Nocturne comes bot, and we dead. But the problem is like this is like one really good example game, because it's like really insane influence on Q factor. Factor one, he plays really bad ways, so he's not in the right position to punish much as possible. He plays like more a mechanical lane instead of like a yeah, I wrote it, even wanted to write it in German. Mechanical lane and like strategical lane, okay? What the big difference is like, mechanical lane is like how we punish, okay? This is like punishment. Strategic is to create punishment. So this means windows, we abuse windows, we create windows. And what he does correctly is to abuse windows, what the best players can do, but he's like pretty bad in generating windows and create windows. And how to create windows first hand is always throughout the lane and throughout the waves. So he can build his wave around the bushes and having like really good impact on enemies. If he would play like with the Karma, then he's playing correctly, because you want to siege the enemy on the turret. But with the Trash, you don't want to do it, because the Trash is just away. You can siege with the Trash as well if you just like, let's say you all in here and enemy is like really low, then you push, then you siege, because enemy could get dived, okay? This is like how you siege with Trash. It's the dive threat, okay? If you have dive threat, you can play like in front of enemy turret. But if you don't have dive threat, because enemy is like full HP and you have no jungle attention bot lane, then you shouldn't do it. Okay, this is the factor one, and the factor two is why this game is like also pretty hard for him, is like because Rexa is like currently matching Nocturne, so dive is really like dive to go for a dive. Rexa is one of the best dive champions early on. But go for a dive is really hard, because Nocturne can always shadow the dive. So this is like a jungle problem here. This was a big important about his gameplay. If you have like any other suggestions what you want to see and which analyze you want, just write in the comments. And if you're interested in like a professional coaching, just check my Metafy page. Okay, have a wonderful day and see you next time.